Hey people. Oh, I didn't turn my thing on. Sorry that I was gone for so long. We only missed like 4 streams though, and that's not a lot. Why can't I move? Oh. That's weird. Hang on. Let me put you guys on that screen real quick while I figure this out, because that's something that's new. Okay, so this is a new thing, I guess. Password is too short. Okay. That's so weird. That must be a new thing, because that wasn't on here last time. So... why did it do me like that? Oh, okay, so I know why it did that. So, on my skin, right, you see how I have the little hat and the hair? The hat and the hair, or the hair is on the player, but the hat is not. The hat is an extra layer, as is the jacket, so that I could take them off at any time, but I never painted the front of the hair because I couldn't figure out how to make it look nice, and so instead of figuring it out, I gave up. So, I don't know if you remember the last time we played on here, but we had some issues. Basically, we lost all our stuff because we died. And so the owner, being the amazing person that they are, thank you so much, owner. Ooh. Oh, how do I get this stuff? How do I get credits? Do I pay for credits? Oh, I probably pay for credits, don't I? Let's look. Okay. Yeah, so how do you get credits? I don't know. But yeah, we lost all of our stuff, and we have to like restart a lot of things. But that's okay, because the owner gave us money to get that stuff back. I don't remember everything we had, but we'll figure it out. I know we had wood. Oh. I've also begun production of my own little Minecraft mod, guys. Well, I'm learning, and then we're gonna start actually making the mod that I want to make. So it'll be fun when we start. I want the fossil kit! I got the fossil kit! Whee! We did it. I got it, I get it, I get it, I get it. I got the fossil kit. Oh, did I get money for getting it? No. It was saying that there was a server quest. I plan to be a farmer as well. Oh, yeah, we need to open this crate. A second fossil kit would be dope, I'm checking. A flight thing would be nice. Flare. I want the flare kit. I want the flare kit. Oh. Oh, we got an hour of fly time. That's actually very helpful. So that's, if you don't remember, that's where we buy stuff, right? This is our skill tree. We didn't get super far last time because of what happened. Our job, I believe you can just go jobs and see. We are a farmer. So we earn money from harvesting crops and stuff. And we can go to our box go. Here we are. Oh, I don't have time to collect all of that. Are you serious? Well, we got all of our stuff back, I guess. Or at least most of it. Where did we get blocks of iron and blocks of gold? And golden carrots. I don't think this is my stuff. I mean, I know I had all of that, and I don't think I had any oak, because we don't have oak trees. Someone must have died at my place, and now I have their stuff. I mean, I guess we'll keep the stuff then, because it's in our stuff now. Well, that is, oh no, that's my obituary. Odd. Yeah, so apparently it does go nighttime, because I think it might have just been a bug with it before, but we'll place our grave there as a decoration. So, I guess now that we have stuff, we'll take our cobblestone with us. But we definitely didn't have blocks of iron and gold, at least not that I remember. Alright. I need to make us a farm, which we have now. That's not what I needed then. I need, yep, bone meal. We have wheat now! Yippee! So, the shop is nice, but like I said, I don't plan to buy up a lot of things from the shops. Except for stuff like spawners for things, because then we can start mob farms and stuff a little easier. I don't think we've been down here since we expanded. I do want to get a stone cutter. I'd rather buy it because the process of crafting it is tedious. I want to keep shop use to a minimum, but sometimes it's a necessity. We can get plenty of more cobblestone from down there. I need stairs. So, oh, I don't have any torches. So I know that these aren't mine. I don't think. I don't believe these are mine. As for the rest of it, I'm sure some of it's mine, but I don't know. But I don't remember getting these things because we don't have oak wood over here. It must have been like a thing when the server fixed itself because my stuff was still there. That might be what it was. Oh, we have 2 more seeds we can plant. usual, you know, background noises are typically my dog. My dog likes to make noise because he's a dog. And that's what dogs do. Torches. I have 6 torches, 2 of those, and some sticks. Alright, let's get to work, I guess. Yep, you purchased credits. I figured. I might have to raise everything by... Did you see that? I was coming down here and I thought I saw a name tag. Weird. Oh yeah, this is from our strip mine that we built to find ores and stuff. I'm not going to use any of that iron or gold that we got the blocks of because those aren't mine. And I am an honorable person. I might sell them. Because if I sell them, I can just use that money to like expand our border and stuff. Which box upgrade? No. Expand it. I forgot. We haven't done this in forever. Oh, I can say, box near. Oh, and there's people's boxes. Cool. Upgrades. There we go, upgrades. Yeah, so this is all of the upgrades, and they're very expensive. So selling all those blocks might get me pretty far in our upgrades, but this bought us more space. Which, we're down here because we're looking for iron. Again, yes, there's this iron blocks, we have diamond tools, blah, 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 I don't care. It's what we were doing last time, it's what we're doing this time. I'm trying to keep myself busy. Plus, I'd like to have shears, because if we have shears, we can get, leaves, and I can use the leaves for building stuff. For decoratory purposes. Just put that in our offhand. Sometimes I forget about certain things because my brain will either think it's a modded thing or I'll sit here and think that it's a vanilla thing, and then I'll go to do it and then realize I can't because it's not in fact a vanilla thing. It is in fact a modded thing. Copper. Like I just went to go press U on the fucking raw copper to look at the recipes that raw copper is used in. Just in case you guys were wondering where I'm at in my Minecraft experience. Not very great, huh? I don't know if I want to sell it either because then that feels like it's a cheap cop-out. You know what I mean? I didn't work for those blocks myself. Oh, we have, ooh, we got increased luck. So, I need a block here and there. So it comes down. I might show you guys some of the mod stuff I've worked on as well towards the end of the stream. I found iron. I'm not going to mine it though because there's like 15 seconds till all the ground stuff is removed and I don't want to risk it vanishing. My brain's also like, why don't we make a backpack? Because backpacks aren't in vanilla Minecraft. Sam. I need this. I need lots and lots of this. I just love how it looks. It's so nice. Ooh, copper. I want the copper purely for decorative purposes. See, I played so much modded Minecraft that I find copper useful sometimes. And then I remember we don't have that stuff on here, at least not in this version of Minecraft. There's 8 farmers. There's 31 miners. That's understandable. I want to be a farmer because farmers are important to the economy.
Check out the Pando Pet Cafe to play with me.
We don't have our tools. Everyone's kind of reliant on one another, you know? The farmers, like, hang on, okay. So the farmers need the woodcutters to get the wood for the tools, and the miners to get the minerals for the tools, right? And the hunters need the farmers, and the woodcutters, and the miners, and sometimes the explorers. The explorers need hunters, and they need miners, and they need woodcutters, and they need farmers. Everyone kind of needs everybody, because without the others, the whole thing falls apart. And also, thank you, ominous sound from the caves, for letting me know that I'm not safe down here. Not that I ever thought I was. Imagine I'm above a lost city. And that's something that's about this that's really interesting to me, right? Is how will you go about getting materials, right, that are exclusive to one zone of the world if you have no way to gain access to that side of the world? There's stuff down there. We're not there yet, though. How am I gonna get down there? Chat games. You have 20 seconds to solve for X. Okay. So each star is worth 10. Each star is worth 10. Each crown thing is worth 15. So that's 10 plus 15 minus 43. 43 minus 10 minus 15. X is equal to 18. Oh, yeah, damn it, I was late. Dang it. No, don't drop that. Don't drop that. Oh, but that worked. Okay, whatever. So there is a creeper down here and a skeleton. don't seem to be moving. Which is ominous. Oh, is this like how they do their mobs now? I guess that's how they do the mobs now. Like, are the mobs supposed to be frozen in place? I mean, I'm guessing because he has it 3 times above his head. I mean, being killed by mobs isn't fun, necessarily, but at the same time, it's a crucial part of the game. If you erase the threat of the mobs, then there is no threat. Oh, we got gold. Is there... How do I talk to people? Because I don't see anybody active in chat. I'm gonna have to, like, go on the Discord and ask about this, because it's a little confusing to me. I mean, I'm sure they have a good reason for it or something, but... Maybe that was those blocks were a reward for playing in the early stages of everything, but I don't want them, so... You know. I mean, what's the point of armor if we're not fighting enemies? I mean, I know you can do, like, PvP stuff, but I still, like, you know, at that point, if I'm not fighting mobs, then what's the point in the armor? Because I don't plan to fight players. I don't. My only intentions are to farm, and farm. Which I should probably buy a bunch of, like, seeds and stuff so that I can grow crops. Ooh, first diamond. I'm bad at the crit thing. I don't get how it works. I don't know. I just see them jump and they click and then it does it. And that's it. That's all I know. Toss that out. Fuse those together. Toss that. Toss that. Toss that. I mean, I like not having to run all the time, you know, trying not to get killed and whatever, but, you know. Like, I'm hoping the chickens aren't gonna be like this, you know what I mean? How am I gonna have a chicken farm if the chickens aren't gonna move? Alright, so we go here, here, down here, and down there is where we'll go. Alright, so we gotta go back up to the surface. So despite my better judgment, I'm going to... Hang on, can't I curve it or something? I don't know. I could have sworn there used to be a way to curve stairs. I'm so confused. Because I remember, right? I know that the stairs can curve. Maybe I'm thinking of something. Like, I know, or well, it's usually if it's a corner bit. And I guess it's not going to be one because of this. I guess it's just going to have to be like this then. Oh god, don't tell me I didn't make it. I'm just gonna ask in the chat, maybe someone will respond. Are you mobs supposed to just be frozen? I'll just throw those on the ground and let the system handle it. It'll erase them. I could do the same with the, you know, iron blocks and gold blocks, but I just don't want to, just throw them away, but I also don't want to use them. So I guess I'll just keep them as like a memento thing, I guess. I don't know. Are we close to the surface yet? Yes. That is natural light. Oh, hallelujah. Yeah. I mean, they're all just frozen. I guess that's how that works. Yeah, no, it doesn't seem to work if we're on equal footing. I have to have the high ground. No one's responded, which is weird. But look at all this stuff we got. That's a lot of stuff. Maybe I should just ask in the Discord, because it's a little weird to me that it would be like that. I did Diamond Ore. That should have went up one. Kill 125 zombies. 125. Someone posted in a Discord server I'm in, because I just opened Discord on my phone to check and see. I'm in the Neoforge one, because that's what I'm using to make my mod, and someone posted that they made this without any help, and someone said, good little modder. Here, have a cookie for your bravery. Okay. Mine Drift. That's what this one is, right? Mine Drift? Yeah, Mine Drift. Okay, Alright, we asked. I keep pressing my button to sort stuff, and I can't sort stuff because you can't sort things. Okay, I need the recipe for a item. I don't know how to make item frames. We did get some cobbled deep slate, which we can use to make polished deep slate. Which we can use to make deep slate bricks, but I personally think I really like the polished look. We're gonna use it for a floor. So I think we'll build our home about right here in this little space. We'll start building. Why do I get so much experience from dirt? Oh, it's the tool. Maybe. It looks like it varies a lot. But this is gonna be our ta-da! Our first room. Okay, we got iron, which we needed to get these recipes, and I hate that they're locked behind recipes and stuff. It's stupid to me. So I need an item frame, but I still don't see item frames. I must be missing something. Let me look up Minecraft item frame. I've never crafted an item frame, so I don't know what the recipe is. But it's not like pulling up for me, so I obviously don't have what I need. Oh. I don't have leather. I don't have leather. That honestly, yeah, that tracks. We don't have cows here. Let me pull up the shop. Mob spawner. Okay. Jesus. We don't have cow money. So least for right this second. Mob drops, leather. I just want to buy one of those. And then I want to go to farming and buy seeds. I want to grow like everything. So we already have, we don't, well, yeah. I said I'm gonna grow everything. I don't know how to grow you, but I'll figure that out. Cactus, kelp, bamboo, sugarcane. Alright. I think that's everything we can grow. Although I am severely unsure of how to grow most of this. We will figure it out. I want to have a proper storage system at some point. But for right this second, we're gonna have a chest. Hang on, let me level out the side of this. This is where we will store all of our stuff. So we can't grow you yet. I can grow you. I can't grow you. I cannot grow you. I can pretty much grow everything else. But I need to have a specific setup first. So what I want to do is have everything broken off into sections. I want to use leaves instead of fences to block out each section of each crop. So we'll have one section for wheat, one section for sugarcane, one section for this, one section for that. Each section will vary in size depending on the crop, because each crop has a specific need. So most of these crops, the seed ones and these two, will go in a, we'll do 5 by 5. Yeah, this little space I've cut out right here, 5 by 5, right? It would be one crop. And then we would block it off, and then have a 5 by 5, and then block it off, and then another 5 by 5. This one, since it requires a water source nearby, meaning it can only take up you, we'll probably get a rather small space, like a 3 by 3, like a 3, 3, 3, 3, maybe. Maybe I'll make it a little larger. We also have our flight, which I'm not sure how to use, because that's for the size of it. Well, thank you for that, Automod. The Automod caught something before it could hit you guys. Nice. I don't know. I haven't played this in so long. I've pretty much forgotten how to do what I want to do. I also want to make barrels. I want to use barrels as storage instead of chests, because even though they don't hold as much, I feel like that'd be a better storage system. Because I don't have to have just one. I can do, like, barrels in rows. And I plan to turn the inside of this into a storage system. So, like, let's do this, right? And then make some of these. And then we should get the recipe for barrels. Alright. And then we'll put a barrel there. And then I do want to use, like, cobbled deep slate, right, as a sort of barrier between it. This is very interesting. It seems like the amount of XP you get for a lot of these things varies greatly by certain factors, like how deep you are, if you're outside or in a cave, this, that, and the other. There's a lot of things that seem to control what your experience gain is, which is good. That means there was a lot of effort put into this. I think we'll raise the roof by one more. Maybe. Move the crafting table right there for right now. Just so that way it's out of my way. Okay, I guess we'll get started on making our farms. So each farm is going to need a water source. I'm going to have to go to my shop. It would be under... Would it be under nature? Okay, some of them plants are really pretty. Nope, right here. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Take you. And we're gonna pick a spot. I'll pick right here. And do that. That's an infinite water source right there. Wrong spot. Okay. Although that might need to get moved over by one. Because this is going to be a 5x5 space, I think. I'm going to have to move you. These are going to have their own, like, underwater thing set up. So, for the farming space, we'll put a chest here. So, for right now, we can't grow those. We cannot grow those. We'll start with potatoes. And then we just work from there. So that's your 5x5 space. So what I'm gonna do is pick up this water, close in this gap. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, and so your cutoff is there. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So then the leaves will go here. Okay. So,
nice to meet you. I'm Ghastly.
Hi, Ghastly. I'm sorry that I vanished again. I had a lot to deal with. I helped family with a bunch of stuff, and it took a lot out of me, and so I took a break from stuff for a while, and just focused on myself to deal with things. I'm back. Oh, hang on. That's too close. 3, 4, 5, and it cuts. So then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is our potato farm. Then it's gonna go from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take our dirt. could have done it faster than that. I could have done it faster than that, Batman. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I know this looks stupid, okay? But just ignore that. Ignore how it looks. Oh, yeah. So I might use some of these walls to go on top of the plants. Maybe. Oh, here we go. Oh, interesting. So, with this, right? I don't have more of those, do I? I don't. Okay. We'll use granite for right now. How about that? But what's gonna go in here? We'll do cobblestone, right? Because we get a lot of cobblestone, so it's gonna need its own, like, its own storage. Boom. Cobblestone. So now I know where to find my cobblestone. When I need cobble, it's in there. So, next, I need to plant my seeds. And I need to dictate where the water source is going to be. So I do need to fix this water source. So it would be about right here. Because that's the center. Go back to dirt, please. Thank you. Okay. Alright. This is our little area for our wheat. I might make it where they kind of close up, right? And they kind of form like a hedge thing. And then we can put a little sign at the top where it tells you what's in there. But these are our farms for now. But yeah, I still don't, I don't think he answered yet. No, he didn't. Oh wait, yes he did. Yep. Oh, okay, so he said it's supposed to be like that, and they're still considering it. The entire... I'm saying that I think it should be an optional thing, if at all, because the entire goal of the game is to survive the mobs and build stuff. Well, not necessarily, I guess. Some people play it just in peaceful mode. But lack of AI entirely can make the game kind of boring. Mobs that take skill to kill will be a breeze. And it might become more of a drag. like, I think, like, as a box setting. So, like, you know, make it a box setting. If that's even possible. But, I mean, look at this, right? I mean, there you go. I did it. I killed it. I mean, even creepers. Creepers usually take skill. This pit's still here from the last creeper. How would a mob farm work if none of the creatures spawn? I wonder how you build mob farms. I've never built one in vanilla Minecraft. I've only built mob farms in modded Minecraft, which has always been like, you know, as simple as creating a dark space, throwing the fans in there, and then fucking letting the fans do all the work for me. So I did it. It's like I have to hit it like right as I'm starting to fall. But we got more bones. I keep wanting to left click to harvest, but I can't. Potatoes are a good thing for us to grow because...
Welcome Intuitive Aerialson.
What the hell? Jump scare warning, I guess? I don't know what that was. But it was in-game. That was weird. It happened when I broke one of these. Okay. So this is our potato farm, our wheat farm. The main reason I used all the bone meal we had on this is because this is where it's at. Cooking that, and you get like 2, if not 4 for each one. It's just smart. Now I want to go down there and get a bunch of this stuff. We'll use bricks for the inner part of that probably, but yeah. And look, like the skeleton's up there, and he's not burning. He might just be under something, I don't know. But let us go get some deep slate. If I find a pocket of deep slate, I might just build a mine that branches off of that and goes into the wall, so that way you can get some deep slate. But yeah, I think removing it in its entirety isn't fun. Maybe decrease spawn rate if it's an issue for some players. You know what I mean? Like if somebody's like complaining, if there's enough people complaining about it, decrease spawn rate, but don't make the enemies just like not do anything. No one wants a game with enemies that don't move. If if they did, Minecraft wouldn't have been successful. You know what I mean?
ZZZZ.
Me too. Me too. Get a bunch of this stuff. Ooh, iron. Okay, let's go back to the service. You have to go up the stairs in such a particular way. I hate it. I should have made the stairs a little bit wider, I guess. But whatever. Alright. So, what we'll do, we'll come in here, remove this, and replace it with, well, that's better. And then you can use the cobbled as a barrier between each one. Ta-da! Look what we got today. Look what we got today. Alright, what's something that we have a plethora of that can get moved into a chest? There's not really anything I can think of. Copper? We do have a lot of copper. That would clear up a lot of space in there. Copper chest. Or copper barrel. Oh my god, guys, we have Cracker Barrel at home. Cracker Barrel at home. Alright. So, what I want to do is build our home. Or at least get started on building our home before I get off of this. Which, I'm probably not going to stop stream when I get off. I'll probably just move us to, my coding stuff so you guys can see some stuff I've worked on. So, makes me miss Ultimine. This is just gonna be one room. And then the walls. Maybe we did have oak wood. There are some oak trees here. I didn't realize that. Yeah. That should work. So, like, we'll start building our home. This is just a room. This isn't the whole house. I'm just kind of closing it off so I can figure the rest out from there. Do I have enough leaves to get started on the next section of the farm? I do. I think the next section will be behind this one. So it's going to be 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So we have to uproot all of this because it's all not full of dirt. Or at least most of it isn't. So let's go. Ooh, I almost jumped on that by accident. Alright. What should go in here? We can't grow cocoa beans yet, because we have to have jungle trees to grow cocoa. We're not gonna grow melons. We'll do carrots. We'll throw our cacaos in there. Ta-da! Our farm has grown. We started a home, and we started some storage stuff. So I think that for the rest of the stream, I'm just gonna move to my coding stuff so you guys can kind of watch that. So let's go on break while I get this situated. I don't know, just put the whole thing on that screen, and then instead of doing a window capture, we'll do a display capture, so that way you can see everything I've done. So that didn't show for you. Interesting. Anyways, this is what we've gotten done so far. We are still learning. I think the next tutorial I follow involves tooltips, which I can't imagine would be too difficult. I don't know why it needs its own video, but I'm guessing we're gonna find out why when we get to the video. Okay. That's weird that there's a 2 thing for you. Oh, I know why. There you go. I fixed it. Oh my god, I didn't realize that Ghastly has a trick-or-treat bag. Adorable. So, we've added a banana, a lightning bolt. Ignore the stripe on top. It's the color palette. I didn't remove it. I'm trying to learn to shade. I'm really bad at it. There's our sapphire and our raw sapphire. Deep slate sapphire, sapphire ore, raw sapphire block, and then we have, where'd it go? Did I break it? I guess I broke it. Okay, and then we also have this. Okay, so we have, oh yeah, no, I broke it. So this is semi-broken. It doesn't face the direction the player faces when placed. It always faces the same direction. This is a fuel source. Essence of fire. This is gonna be in my official mod when the mod's finished. So will this, but a better model, of course. This is just a placeholder. So what this does, right, is if I throw sapphire at it, it converts the sapphire into amethyst. Now, you're probably like, but that's the only use? No, it's not. So if I take an armadillo, this thing does the same thing. that's what happens. That's what we've made so far. I'm still learning. I'm still learning. What's the else? Why'd you pull me here? I'm gonna ignore it because it might just be a future problem and it's not a now problem. Let me close all of these. Close all tabs. There we go. So let's go to our, we got mod items, right? Which I like these because I can go, I think it's back to dot, and then I can set stuff. So right now it's set as a food item. Oh, so if you craft with it, it'll stay. That's good. Jukebox playable. Imagine you put this in the banana in the jukebox, and the jukebox plays music. Stacks 2. That's a good thing to have because you can set the max stack. That's good to know. I didn't know that was there. Like I said, I'm still learning. I haven't gone through all the lists of everything. So that's for this item. I don't know if the standard item has different stuff. Durability, craft remainder, component, fire resistance. It doesn't look like it does. And then there's our chisel item, which I didn't show that off by accident. Here's our blocks as well. So the blocks have the no occlusion, by the way, as it says in our comment. It makes it where the ground beneath the non-full block does not show the void because it was doing that. I have a picture of it doing that. So for the blocks, we have, oh no, go back. No occlusion. We have sound, strength, requires collect tool to drop. Strength, again, I don't know the difference between these outside of the floats it has, which is destroy time and explosion resistance. Air, there's destroy time, because you can manually set destroy time. I would probably set this and then set that one. Dynamic shape, emissive rendering, explosion resistance, you can also set it manually. Force solid on, friction. Ooh. Instrument, redstone conductor, is valid spawn. Loot form, loot from. Placeable. And then the standards. So something I would like to at some point do, right, is have the altar block, instead of it just doing that stuff whenever it does it, I would like to make it where it does it when you left click it, or no, right click it, and then make it where when because here's the code for it, right? And it's under interaction result without item. It does that. What I would like to do is make it where if you right click it with an item on it, what it'll do is then it'll do it. That way it's not always changing stuff, because then we can make it where this item, if you give it, like, let's say you gave it copper and redstone, and then in return it would give you a copper golem or something, right? That would be cool. He said in the tutorial that I was following by, it's Coppin Joe, I think is how you say it, and his, oh Lord, tutorial, He says that it can be done, but you have to do it in a custom entity block, I think is what he said, rather than a standard block. Which makes sense. Like, a lot of sense. I guess. Which, there's a lot of code for a lot of stuff, so it shouldn't be super difficult to find out, you know? But, you know, at the same time, it probably will be, because it's me. Now, I have a whole mod idea list. I need to get back into game development. I took a very, very long break from the game development scene because, like I said, I was dealing with stuff. I was in a lot of pain for work from helping so much. And so, I just took a break. But I'm back, I promise. Ignore those. We don't talk about those. For now, let's do it under Blockbench. Oh, I get to show you guys some of my projects. Projects. So, this one's actually in my Bedrock edition add-on that I technically made. So, I made a few things. I don't know why it shows like this now. It's been like this since the update, but it might be because it's the V mode. Because there's the wireframe, and then there's that. I don't know why it's like that. Oh, because the pixel grid was turned on. I figured it out. So I made this using art from a 2D Batman game.
Nice to meet you. I'm Ghastly.
I probably should have inverted the color on this and made it darker. But, you know, I made this by myself. I also did that by myself. Because originally he was on this wall, and so what I did instead was I took the shade from the shadow on this for the bricks, right? And I put it on here so that way it looked like he had a shadow behind him. And so if you view it at just the right angle, it just looks like he's running with his shadow to collect the present that is empty. That took forever to make. And then I made this one. This one's a Kirby. I could have sworn that all this stuff was 3D. Oh, it is. It's just like that because of making Minecraft blocks, so I have that stuff. Because I have to have it fit within a certain thing, yeah. So I made this as well. I'll actually let that one save like that. Or actually, why don't we go under... Yeah, there we go. And we'll just turn it on when we need it. So I made this as well. This took forever. This one was a pain in my ass to make. Cause, okay, so you see how there's 6 layers? You can see up there, right? You can see all the 6 layers. So that's layer 1, that's layer 2, layer 3, layer 4, 5, and 6. 6 layers. It took 6 layers. to make this thing. But look how it turned out. It was so difficult. And then I made this. And I think that's everything I made on the 2D kind of stuff. Yeah. So, yeah, I've been working on 3D modeling and stuff. So we're actually going to make a item for our game, our mod pack. We're gonna make it 3D. So, I don't know what I should make, because I'm trying to learn to do this stuff, you know, without the help of people as much as I can, because I need to learn. I'm joking. What should we do? What should we do? Oh, there goes a shining star. I've got music in my head right now, just like playing on loop. And I don't want to play music while we're like streaming because A, you people might not like that kind of music, right? And B, copyright. I don't want them people to take my post down. People are stupid. People are so stupid. Consider editing your comment. Your comment may contain language that's offensive to people. I hope so. That was the whole point of my comment, was to be offensive to this person. They're being rude because there was a post someone made. It's called The Joyful Judgment Show, episode 3. I recommend watching. It's really good. And people were saying how it was disturbing and this, that, and the other. I said, remember guys, art is meant to comfort the disturbed and disturb the comfortable. I have 4,379 likes on that comment. Okay? From 4 weeks ago. That's the most likes I've ever had on a comment, by the way. And someone replied and said, why do people always spew this dog shit quote everywhere? I see it in practically every art reel, where it's just slightly unusual and odd. Like, shut the fuck up. I was like, first of all, no need to be rude. I said that because there were people in the comments saying it was offensive and this, that, and the other. And I was like, grow a backbone. Like, alright, should we do a block or an item? Block or an item? I personally think, I don't know. My brain is like blanking on what to do. It also seems like my internet has dropped again. Should we make a block bench model stuff, or should we work on other stuff? I don't know what I want to do. I don't know what to do. Also, they've changed so much stuff. It's gonna take me forever to get used to it. Alright. So, actually, go back. Can we go back to the menu? How do I go back to the menu? Close project. So, when you want to make stuff. Ooh, modded entity? Oh. We can make an entity file. Ooh. I didn't know. Oh, that's where that was. I didn't see that before because I'm stupid. So, here we go. Java block item. We need to name it and our format version. Format version is going to be 1.9-1.21.5 because we are in 1.21.1. Period. Right? Period. So let's do, what's a good item we can do? I don't really know. I've been following this tutorial and I haven't really come up with ideas for stuff because I have my own separate mod thing I want to work on. I guess we could add one of those items just to see. So it would be fire underscore rune. It has to be like this, lowercase underscore. At least so that way when you upload it into your files, you don't have to change the name or anything. Preview settings, we're gonna go ground plane, add element, find our said element, and then alright, so what we're making needs to be within a 16 by 16 space. Yay. So this is going to be like a tablet thing, right? Yes, I know we can just draw it and then it'll upload it for us and blah 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 blah. I don't care. I don't care. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take one of these up here. I kind of want to have a slight overhang. Right? And then ignore it, guys, it's my dog. And then we'll drag this up here like that. And you can't see it now because it's not textured, but there is a slight overhang, which is good. That's what we need. And we'll add it all to a group called tablet. We'll make one called center, and then make one called edges. I'm making them all separate that way, textures that way. It's easier to texture everything and get any hidden crevices, and as well as making sure there aren't texture overlaps, and just so that way it's neatly done. So we'll take the center, create texture, call this center texture, and then we'll call this edges texture. Alright, so, and this is what we do the groups as well, because then I can just do that. Paint, we'll give it this gray color, then we'll go paint bucket. I like to just, if I'm just doing the whole thing, paint element, it covers the entire thing. Alright, And then we'll do edges, and we'll paint the edges. Now, I do want the edges to be slightly darker. Now there's almost a noticeable difference, right? So we're gonna go face, hide the center, make you darker, and we need to paint the inner faces darker because it's like a shadow, right? Now you can see that they are, it caves in a little right there. You can see it. Then I kind of feel like I should have made it a little taller. It's okay. Then what we're gonna do is some shading, because shading is important, guys. I don't shade like a normal person does. I just kind of like ever so slightly shift the color. Alright, there you go. There's that. Actually, you know what? Let's do a dark red. Maybe? Yeah. Okay. So we'll do a dark red. The edges need to be a darker red. Do element instead of face. I said element instead of face. Jesus Christ. Okay. So this is the fire room, right? Oh, we gotta paint you too. And it'll be written on in like, probably like, we'll do like a white or something like that. Or we'll do like the softest like red like that, right? Boom, words. Alright.
I'm hungry.
Actually, you know what? I don't like how it looks. So, and this is why I love the undo button. We're gonna lift you up and over. And we're gonna make you a bit bigger. As long as it stays within a 16 by 16 space, by the way, you're typically good as long as it stays within that confine. I want there to be a noticeable distance, so then we'll redo it. Oh, I didn't know I could create texture groups, but create texture, we'll say fire, rune, centered texture. I don't know how to get rid of that. Fire, rune, edges, we'll say edge texture. Okay. Go back to paint. Get a dark red. Make it slightly brighter. Go paint bucket. Element, paint, hide you, go to edges, make it darker. What? Yes, it does. Did you seriously only... Hold on. I hate this, guys. I hate it. Fire, rune, edge texture. Not what I meant to do. center texture. Fire rune edge texture. Paint. Alright. So we need to paint this with a slightly brighter color. Then hide it, then show you. Go here. No, it would be closer to purple since we're shading outline. Or at least that's what they say. You're supposed to, if you're doing darker color, you do like that. And then we need to do a lighter color, so we'll drag it up here, and then we'll go in that direction. Because I do my light sources from the left-hand side. So that's our light source. And then there's going to be a shadow underneath it, but it needs to be slightly darker. Underneath. Because it's going to be like a shadow, but it's also the light's hitting it. So with that, we would take you, and we need to make your shadow, which means we go closer to purple and further down to make this spot here, which is the edge thing, I guess, because it's like the light hits here. There's a darkness spot. There's a dark spot here, and then we also have to make the inner shadow of this. So we need to go hide you real quick. I'm gonna make you slightly darker. Make you slightly closer to purple. And then that one's gonna have to be its own color, which what we'll do is we'll take this, drag it slightly over, and go slightly down. Now, like I said, I'm really bad at shading, so, you know, yeah, don't hold me to it. This needs to be, that color. That way it blends in. I feel like that bright color is too bright. We go over here, and for brightness, we'll go down a bit. Yeah, that's better. So what we can do as well is say connected colors, or it might be just colors. I don't know. That looks a little nicer, honestly. And I'll just make it slightly brighter. I like that a lot better, honestly. The contrast isn't too much. And then we need to take you again and cause a kind of ripple effect along its edge from the light hitting it. That looks a little better, honestly, because it's not super strong contrast. So I think we'll redo the shadow as well. So we go slightly that way and slightly that way. And then for the brighter side, I'll just slightly shift its color up. I like that a little better, honestly. And then we need to take your color, make you brighter, take our paintbrush, and kind of like make it like we're spelling in an ancient language, you know what I mean?
I'm hungry.
Like that. Ta-da! And you can kind of make sure the textures aren't clipping. Okay. Then we need to go to display. This is the important part. Make sure you do this because I keep forgetting to, and then I have to come back and redo it. So we need to rotate it. Not you. You? Yep, you. By 180 degrees. Then I need to turn its scale down. I think I did 0.5 on everything. And then we put it in his hand. Boom. Ta-da, now he's holding it. Then we need to go, so this is third person, and then this is first person, right? Or no. Third person right, third person left. So it needs to be pretty much the same thing. 0 0.5, 0 0.5, 0 0.5. Oh, wrong thing. There we go. Alright, first person, pretty much the same thing. At this point, I'm just going to copy the 0 0.5. And then bring it closer, up, closer, to the right, closer, to the right, maybe back a bit, up a little, about right there, should be good. So we'll say it's a negative 3.25 and a 3.5, okay. No? Not quite the same. Yeah, still not quite the same. It's like you're trying to make sure that it lines up the same, and it never does. And it's close enough. Oh, if the player were to wear it on their head, I guess it would be like that on their head. On the ground, let us lift it. It's like not centered with its, hang on. I think I know what's wrong. Did that fix it? Well, your pivot point should be right there. Okay. But why is this here? Why is it not in the center? It's like trying to make sure it's centered. Did I get it? Am I right? Nope. Hang on. That's better. Alright, in an item frame. Slide it back. Slide it over. And slide it up a little bit. There we go. On the shelf. About right there. Flip you around. I hate trying to center everything. It gets on my nerves. Okay. So that's in the inventory. That's in the HUD. Yeah, that looks nice. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. So then, you're probably like, but Sam, what do I do from here? It's simple. Go File. You go down. You keep going down. You keep going down. Actually, first, save your project. Because you will need it again someday. Maybe you want to make something similar to it. You make a duplicate or something, you know? So then we go, after we save it, we go export, not import, export. Go all the way up to here, hit this. I have a folder for this stuff. So it'll go Fire Rune there. The textures also go in this folder. Ignore. You can say don't show again, but I'm gonna leave it there just in case I need to make a texture pack or something, and I need it to tell me when it's in the right spot. Ignore. Alright, now we're done here. So we open this up. And then you go all the way down under your models, blocks. So your folder structure should be resources, assets, this. You go to models, then to blocks. This is where you're gonna add the JSON file. Always make sure you copy it. Don't just like move it over. Make a copy. You never know when you'll need it. So add it, hit OK. This is gonna be important in a minute. Then you want to go find your assets, which if you're like me, they'll be in the same folder as your model. So mine's under personal projects because it's a personal project. So you find your assets. I'm looking for a Fire Rune center and a Fire Rune edge. Find them. Go in here. Go down to textures, blocks. Press and hold Control. Let go. Okay. Press and hold Control is how you copy it over. If you're dragging it straight from the folder, you'll usually have to press and hold Control. And that's all I need for now. So we don't need a item texture because what we're gonna do is we're going to go under where we made the alter block. Or no. Oh yeah, you're not a block, you're an item. So this actually goes under items. I'm sorry guys, I'm messing myself up. This goes under items. So we need to go here and make sure that our textures are located in the right spot. Which we can make sure they're right by checking out how we did the alter block. So I need to have it look like that. So we'll copy that. Then we'll go back to our items, Essence of Fire, not Essence, Fire Rune, there we go. And make sure that that looks the same as that. Which it does, so it's good. Alright. And you don't touch any of this, really. There's nothing to do with it. This is just how your block renders. Or, well, block and or item. It depends on what you're making. Ours is an item, so it goes under item. Make sure your textures are in the right spot. So these are actually going to go here. So instead of it saying block, it's going to say item. Because it's an item, not a block. So then we're going to go up to mod items. Or no, we need to make a custom class actually. So a new Java class, and we're going to call this Fire Rune Item Extends Item. Make sure it's this item. Yes, it's red. Ignore it. It's what we do best. So I like to constantly reference my other codes because I like to make sure that I'm doing things right. So like, you know, looking for constants like this. Okay, so lines like this are constants in our stuff, so we'll copy that over here and change this to be Fire Rune Item. Alright. So let's see how we used our lightning item, right? Our lightning item was an on left click entity. It does this. Alright. So that's something we override. So it's going to be override on left click entity. We want to set the entity on fire. That's what we want it to do. On this one, oh yeah, and this is also very important line of code. It makes sure that the player is client side and isn't messing things up. So what we did here was we spawned an entity type. I don't know if we can do that. Entity type, fire, no. Okay, so it's not an entity. We need to find a way to set the entity on fire. Actually, a good way to check that might be to see how the fire aspect works. Is it Control Shift F to search? It is, okay. Fire aspect scope. So it's probably fire underscore aspect. Yep. I like it. Oh, it's tooltip order. That's not what I was looking for. I need to find. Not you either. Oh wait, that actually might have been it. What's this under? Oh, enchantables. That's so yeah, it's not what we're looking for. Fire aspect, here we go. enchantments. So, we need to find fire aspect. So I highlighted it. So if it's on here, it'll highlight it. Because I'm trying to figure out how fire aspect works. If we can figure out how it sets the entity on fire, then we can set entities on fire. Is there a way to search the page? Current file. Found it. Fire aspect. Get or throw fire aspect enchantable with effect. Oh. Enchantment effect, components, post, attack. It doesn't seem like it's doing anything though from there. So it would fall under this thing? This horrible thing to read? Damage protection, immunity, knockback, post attack, location changed. Is fire aspect on the current file? It's not popping up. Projectile speed, fishing, repair with XP. I'm not seeing anything dealing with fire. There's post attack. I'm so confused. I mean, we looked under here in the context of fire aspect, which is an enchantment. Fire aspect. I mean, we looked in here. I didn't see current files. It only mentions it so many times. If it's a fire aspect enchantable and it's a sword enchantable. And then all it says is with effect, enchantment, affected component, post attack. Oh, here we go. Ignite. Okay. So would I just say ignite? Where'd it go? So it'd be, oh, it's new ignite. Level based value per level. I don't know if that'll work since we're not using an enchantment, but ignite. Because technically ignite is an enchantment effect, but that might work. We'll see. Oh, wait. No, we can't start it yet because we're not done. So after you do all your hard work of slaving away, go to mod items, find where you want to stick it. Well, I usually kind of just copy whatever was left so I don't have to retype everything in. I only have to type in the important stuff. So this is going to be fire underscore rune. This is all caps. This one is not. And then what we do is we erase that. It's not a fuel item, it is a fire rune item. I want to give it a durability of 32. And as of right now, it does not get damaged when used because that's not what we're focusing on. If we can get this working before I end stream in a few minutes. Stream will be ending in like 2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes. Okay. Oh, you know what we didn't do? One of the things I said we were supposed to do. So you go under your creative tab, output dot accept mod items dot, and then you look for your item, which is a fire room. You also have to go under your language, copy whatever you feel like copying to do this, because you don't really want to type in the whole thing all again. Fire rune. Fire rune. Now it should work. I hope. I really, really hope. So tell me what you hope, what you really, really hope. I hope a bitch really, really, really try me. Alright, let's see. Did I break it or no? Yay. Yay. Let's see if it works. Nope. Okay. So Ignite doesn't seem to work. Ignite does work based off of enchantment level. So how do I bypass the need for the enchantment level on an item that's not enchanted? Because it calls for an enchantment level. We don't have one. Man, I can't. I'm not sure. Alright, what if we... well, no, because we don't have a target. Entity dot freeze hurt frequency. What can we do on the entity? Not much. Okay, so if players on the client side and the entity is an instance of a living entity, then we can say set remaining fire ticks, and that would probably work.
ZZZZ.
And then I could probably say, because I think we gave the chisel a sound, didn't we? Oh, I didn't mean to open the chisel PNG. I was trying to open the item. Not you either. I'm doing all the wrong things. We made it play a sound, didn't we? It was under the use on, right? Use without object or whatever. Oh wait, no, we gave it a sound under the mod items itself, didn't we? Maybe? No. Oh, right there. That was what we did to give it sound. So we'll copy that. And then we'll go up here under our fire room item. Oh wait, that's not gonna work because it's a on left click entity thing. So instead it would be player, or actually no, I don't have to erase the whole thing, I just gotta fix it. Player dot level play sound null target block position and then erase everything up to here. Sound events. Can I flint and steel use? What am I missing? What's wrong? What you want? What you need, baby? Oh, I didn't give it a sound source. I'm stupid. Sound source players. Now if we try it, guys, it should work. Oh, wait. And then it should be... Well, no. No. Nah. Leave it how it is. You know, we could have just went to the flint and steel code to check. I didn't think about that. Oh. Technically that's a left click, yeah, I guess so. I was thinking more of a right click. I don't know how we make it right click though. But anyways guys, that's gonna wrap up our stream. I will see you lovelies next time. Bye!